been Fairtex, started coming to Fairtex camp about 17 years ago. I was training Muay Thai out in Sacramento, and at that time I felt like I fall in love with the sport. I need to go to the roots of it, like any martial artist. They want to go to the homeland of the art. So I started coming out here, started doing more studies online, and there wasn't no MySpace, Facebook, none of that at that moment. And then it was a Fairtex, and then Fairtex popped out, and it was just a little simple website. And I decided I wanted to go to the mainland, somewhere that's close to Bangkok, because I wanted to check out Lumpini Stadium. So I landed in Fairtex. I was maybe 22, 23 years old. It was a big giant culture shock. It was different. Walked in my room, small room, maybe about 10 feet by 15 feet, nothing too fancy. Small little bed, shower, toilet, no AC. Just the whole grind that I always pictured in my mind about learning the art. So I got there really late, woke up in the morning, got to the camp, met everybody. I met Apide, the grandmaster out there, and he was very cool. Started training, first session, it just blew my mind. Everybody within the camp was very friendly, from even just picking me up from the airport, making sure I was safe, from checking in, making sure that I was okay the next morning. Back then we had to get a load for our phone. I was like really wanting to make sure tell my wife I made it to the camp safe, and they catered to me to a point where it made me feel like I was family. And that was the biggest thing about Fairtex. Mr. Wong is really big with animals. I was just going into his garden, and I walked in and I bumped into him, and at that moment I didn't even know he was the owner of Fairtex. I just started having a real good conversation with them about animals, about where I was from, about what I love about Muay Thai. I've been coming to Fairtex every year ever since 2013. We got hit by COVID 2019. I was here 2020, 21. I wasn't, I couldn't come make it. But coming back to Fairtex now, it's the same feel from what it was 20 years ago, 17 years ago. Things are a little bit different within outside the camp, within just the people. Of course, everybody's a little bit more safe, but the camp itself is just stronger and better. I noticed that the fighters, the trainers that's been around since Bang Lee, the OGs are still here, and they still wake up dedicated to Mr. Wong, dedicated to Fairtex. The whole Fairtex family out here. Prem is like amazing. He's like my brother. Carol, they're all amazing. The staff out here is amazing. The Fairtex family out here is they're all just really, really family, close-knit people. Muay Thai in America is a big thing about learning the art and then living the art and then living the lifestyle. And everybody, all my students, I always tell them it's about the lifestyle of the art, the blessing of the body through the blessings through other people. And that's how the Thai people live. When you come to Thailand, you'll notice that everybody here, they're here to help you. It's very just everybody's more, don't worry about what you're wearing or what you're doing. You come here, you learn the art, and it doesn't matter what country you're from, we're bonded within this martial art of Muay Thai, meaning that it doesn't, if you have conflicts in different countries, when you come to a Muay Thai camp, all those conflicts and all those different opinions of each other and this and that, it's just washed away because you are taking your time, you're coming here and you're dedicating this, you're training with the Thais, and you're living this lifestyle that it gives you a lot of respect more for the art than what it is really in the United States. So I have a gym in Elk Grove, so near Sacramento. Started 15 years ago. My gym is more of a mental mindset, teaching these kids a positive mindset, teaching even students, adults, everybody. It's an age group from like 6 to 10 about this blessing of the body through the blessings through other people, teaching positive mindsets, strong mind, strong body through the art of Muay Thai. It's a real big thing, and it's really been making me really strong. My team's very strong. Just hearing what I preach every day about, just being a great person inside, outside the ring, and being self-motivated. All that stuff, I don't preach just because I want people to hear it. I'm just hearing it because I feel it. I learned it from out here in Fairtex. I learned everything that I preach, everything I learned is from my Fairtex family, and that's why I come here every year and I'm very appreciated. Within my camp, everybody knows strong mind, strong body. We fight for three things, and three things that we fight for is family, love, and faith. And so if we got any of those three things when we wake up, no matter what, we call it, we forever blessed. So no way to complain, strong mind, strong body, and then we survive, relax, and then we come in and we blast, baby. I want to give a big thank you, especially Mr. Wang, Prem, Carol. I appreciate you guys, everything. Love you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are part of family. Everybody in my gym, I appreciate all my students for giving me the opportunity to teach this beautiful art of the 8 limbs. Matt Lucas for sitting down, giving me this interview, making me look good, you know. Of course, my wife and my kids, you know, that gave me all the support. It's very hard as a trainer, fighter, in general, as a Muay Thai practitioner. There's hours and countless of hours and hours that we dedicate our time to this, and the people behind that support you is what makes you very strong and makes it really growing over and over. Once again, Mr. Wang, love you, love your animals. Send me a tiger. Prem, Carol, shoes! Heart like a rock star, baby.
Please like, comment,
Subscribe and share.